Si compraste casa en Puerto Rico sin que un abogado revisara el contrato completo, tienes un problema que no sabes que tienes. Aquí en Buy and Sell in Guaynabo hablamos de números, de mercado, de propiedades, pero hay una pieza que casi nunca se discute. Esa es la protección legal, real y accesible durante todo el proceso, no solo durante el cierre. Hoy tengo conmigo a Bhawan Singh, representante de la compañía LegalShield, a la compañía la cual el pasado viernes lanzó oficialmente sus servicios en Puerto Rico, servicios de representación legal mediante una suscripción mensual a precios que aquí no existían, y este es el primer contenido que vas a ver al respecto en redes. Pero antes de seguir, algo que tengo que decirte. Yo soy cliente de LegalShield y también soy asociado y gano una comisión por cada persona que se suscribe a través de mi referido. Te lo digo de entrada porque prefiero que sepas exactamente de dónde viene mi recomendación y aún así te la voy a dar. Vamos a hablar de contratos de compraventa, opciones de compraventa, disputas de título y de desahucios. Todo lo que normalmente te cuesta cientos de dólares por hora consultar con un abogado, pero que ahora puedes tener cubierto antes de que aparezca ese problema. Y aquí está lo que tú definitivamente no esperabas. LegalShield no se queda exclusivamente en bienes raíces, sobrefacturación de servicios de agua y de luz que son tan comunes, cable TV, celulares, cancelación de vuelos e incluso una detención de tránsito. Todo lo que nos pasa y que normalmente no consultamos porque pensamos que cuesta demasiado. Bhawan me va a explicar exactamente hasta dónde llega esto. Si esto te suena a algo que hubieras querido tener en tu última transacción o en cualquier lío legal de los pasados años, quédate escuchando que esta conversación te conviene. Hey Bhawan, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me here. How are you?
I'm doing great, and also thanks for having me here and accept this little chat with you.
Yeah.
Are you having fun in Puerto Rico?
I love it. Everybody has been super friendly. It's very laid back, relaxing. So I'm enjoying it. It's hot, but I'm enjoying it.
It's hot. It's certainly hot. Definitely. Yeah. You came in the hottest season.
Yeah, and it's interesting weather, but I love it. It's nice.
Nice. So, Bhawan, I was talking to you a couple of days ago about LegalShield, that company that you represent, and just want you to reach out if you can let us our audience know about what's LegalShield is bringing to Puerto Rico, which is a new service for us.
Yeah. So I actually live in California. This is my second time in Puerto Rico, and I've been with LegalShield now about 19 years. And what we have is a service that gives people access to law firms through a monthly subscription versus having to pay hourly for an attorney. So this company, has been around in the US since 1972. And in 25 years ago, we opened up in Canada. And now, as of this week, we just opened up in Puerto Rico. And so we had a big event yesterday. So to just kind of summarize what the service does is it's a monthly subscription, and when someone has the service, instead of having to pay hourly to talk to an attorney, the consultation with an attorney is covered 100% as part of the cost of the membership. So you get unlimited consultation with an attorney. They'll write demand letters on your behalf for even small situations, I'll give a situation that's not real estate related, but just to illustrate a point. I had my phone company overcharge me $52 on my phone bill, and they didn't want to remove those charges, and they said if I don't pay, they're going to take further legal action. Oh, I could have paid the $52, but why am I going to pay for something that I'm not using? So instead of fighting it, I called my law firm. They wrote one letter on my behalf. I got an apology letter from the phone company, from their legal department, that said, we heard from your attorney, please don't take any further legal action, you don't owe us the $52. My point in saying that is, Anibal, and we had this conversation, who is going to call an attorney to fight a $52 situation?
No, definitely no one.
No one. It doesn't make sense financially. But when you have collective buying power, where you have millions of people that are paying every month for this service, it allows you to have access to these law firms that are being paid millions of dollars by LegalShield, and we have access to them for a couple bucks a day.
And that's great. And that's great because what I found, and I was also telling you that I have this situation with a couple of months ago with my cruise ships, and definitely it gets sometimes that you don't know who to call, and having a legal representation team, that definitely knows the law, will get the game like better balance for any customer. So I'm not thinking that LegalShield should be only for big companies. The customer itself can use it, and it will help them a lot.
Yeah, and the premise is giving everyday people access to something that they may not have ever had access to, because in the States having access to an attorney is typically reserved for those that can afford it, which is back home I have friends that are attorneys that charge $450, $500 an hour just to talk to them. So that kind of eliminates a large part of the population that does not have access to attorneys.
Definitely.
Right? But one other thing I wanted to touch on, and there's a lot that the service does. I'm telling you like maybe 10%. But one thing I do want to touch on that's included in the service is they're going to prepare for the member and the spouse your last will and testament. So I think in Spanish it's called Testamento. Is that right? Testamento. So they prepare that, and they will prepare a living will and powers of attorney included in the membership.
So that comes like a standard?
Yeah.
And that's great because, as a real estate agent, I know many people that doesn't go through that process of doing their wills because they are expensive. And in Puerto Rico, as well as in the States, the legal stuff usually costs a lot. So having all this coverage for this kind of situations, like a will, I don't say that that's something miscellaneous, but as you say, something any problem with your phone service, your electrical bills, a fall when you're in the supermarket or wherever,
or a cruise ship, not a cruise ship taking your money.
Oh my God, a cruise ship. Well, definitely, it will help and take off the burden that people feel when they feel that they got screwed up, and then they don't know who to call.
Well, not only that, when I was living in California in 2019, I was looking to buy a house in Vegas. Okay, I wanted to leave California, move to Las Vegas, and so I found a house there. It was a brand new build. It was still in construction in a gated community. So the real estate agent and the sales agent that runs that division in the community, they gave me the contract to sign. Said, you know what, before I sign it, I'm going to run this by my attorney because they're going to review contracts. I don't know anything about the law. I'm not a law student. I'm not a lawyer. I know nothing about the law. But I have access to people that do know, that study that area. So I called my law firm. I sent them the contract. They reviewed the contract. They called me back and said, everything looks good. They went over the contract with me. And I asked him, I said, hey, based on your opinion, is this something you would sign? And he said, absolutely, I would sign it. Everything looks good. Signed it in 2019, got the house in 2020. Now, granted, I moved back to California, but I still own the house, and everything has been good. I've had no problems at all.
So you got your personal consultation with your legal team. Let's
Yeah.
say it's like having a legal team. And tell me about what other areas, legal areas, LegalShield cover.
So it's a full service firm. So you have access to attorneys in every area of the law. So it doesn't just have to be real estate related. It could be, like I said, the phone company. I had someone use it because their homeowner's insurance denied a claim when their house had a ceiling damage from a water leak. Insurance company denied the claim. The realtor said, hey, you need to call your attorney. And she said, I don't have an attorney. I can't afford one. And he said, well, you need to look at LegalShield. So she got LegalShield. She called the law firm the next day. They reviewed her insurance contract. Then they contacted the insurance company. A few days later, she got a call from the insurance company that said, we heard from your attorney. We spoke to them. We're going to reverse it. Like, we're going to honor the claim. Mm-hmm. And they sent somebody out to fix the house. It cost her nothing. So those are scenarios where most people, like I said, would never think to call an attorney.
Exactly.
And on one other thing, so they do help in every area of the law. You can talk to an attorney that specializes in your area of questioning. But one other thing I want to address, because I know that there's some people that that are seeing this that might think, okay, this is great, but I already have an attorney that I work with, right? And so it's probably a dumb question, but I'm going to ask it. Is medical insurance a big thing over here?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so there's a reason why I asked that. Everybody, for the most part, has health insurance, right? Now, it would be ridiculous for me to go to my health insurance company and say, you know what, my sister is a doctor or my uncle is a doctor, so let's go ahead and cancel my health insurance because I'm good. I have a doctor in the family. You wouldn't do that, right? Mm-hmm. It's the same concept in the legal field. See, my uncle, who's a doctor, is a cardiologist. He can only help me if I have cardiological questions or problems or whatever. But if I have a head problem, or if I break my foot or sprain my knee or whatever the case is, that's not his area of specialty. So I have a lot of clients that have LegalShield that also have an attorney that they're already using. They use that attorney for whatever they have them for, and they use LegalShield for everything else. Beautiful. They're not going to call their attorney and say, hey, the phone company overcharged me on my phone bill, or my landlord, the property management company is increasing rent for my apartment, or whatever the case is, because that may not be the area that they specialize in. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you remember that we were also talking about this problem that I have with my SUV? Yeah. With the garage that they mess it up. I got pretty strong problems with them because they didn't do the work correctly.
Yeah.
And I have this European SUV. It costs a lot to fix it when it broke, and I was very mad because I paid them a bunch of money to fix what I take it the SUV there for them to fix it, but then when they returned it to me, it was messed up.
More problems.
Another issues came, and I was struggling how to let them know that I think they were the responsibles for my unit didn't be working the right way, and I finished paying an attorney who knows the law that deals with that kind of damages on cars. $300.
Said that.
Just for doing
a letter.
A letter, exactly.
Yeah, I remember.
But like you say, when you have that kind of assessment, the other part will say, hey, listen, this guy is well advised, and we can't be messing with him or her because we can get into trouble, into more depth trouble. So what happens in my case was that the garage owner decides to fix it, everything, no cost to me, and I just paid $300. But you were telling me that a membership with LegalShield may run as low as $39
call it 40 bucks.
40 bucks, and it goes, I know that it has different tiers, but none of those tiers were $300 a month.
No, you're not gonna get in that. On the personal side, you're not going to get a membership that's more than, I think, 85, what is it, 50, 30, 50, $84.
Wow.
But that includes that package includes coverage for the entire family.
The will?
It includes the will, the living will, powers of attorney, all the consultation for a member, spouse, any children up to the age of 26 that have never been married, that are living at home, contract review for personal contracts, nothing business related.
Business.
Yeah,
Okay.
So this is like if I want to get my home contract reviewed, it's for my primary residence.
Exactly.
So they do the contracts, the letters, like that letter you wrote, that's included in that $84, right? It's even included in the $40 membership too. But what else is included in there is you have access to an attorney 24 hours a day in case of an emergency. So if you find yourself in an emergency situation in the middle of the night, you're being questioned, detained, authorities show up to your house for whatever reason. It doesn't matter if it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Pick up the phone, you tap the app on your phone, you hit the emergency call button, you're dialed immediately into your attorney 24 hours a day. But what else is included in there is the identity theft protection.
Okay.
Where they monitor everything about you, not just your credit. They monitor your social security, your bank information, loan accounts, DMV records, medical records, passport, driver's license, credit cards, everything about you. And when that person becomes a victim of identity theft, they have a private investigator, a licensed private investigator that will go in and restore the identity for them to pre-theft status.
That's awesome, man.
And it's 100% covered.
That's awesome. Listen, what happens if I travel? If I buy the membership here in Puerto Rico, but I travel to New York, am I covered?
Yes.
Awesome.
So it covers, it's like for example with me, right? Like I live in California. If I go to, I'm going next week to New Orleans. Mm-hmm. Okay, something happens to me in New Orleans, I have a law firm there that's ready to go to bat for me. Actually, I'll give you an example. So I was speaking at a real estate event I get invited out to speak about LegalShield at real estate events. And so I was at a real estate event in Houston. At the time I was living in Vegas. And so I go to Houston, do this event, and there's an issue with the hotel I was staying at. I don't know if I should say the name of the hotel. I don't want to put them on blast.
No, please.
Yeah, I won't say the name. I almost said the name of the hotel. But if this goes out there, I don't want to hear like a...
We'll be in need of LegalShield.
Yeah, exactly. So I won't say the name of the hotel. So there was an issue with this hotel in downtown Houston. So when I checked out, I told the person like, hey, obviously you guys know what happened. Long story short, in the whole hotel, the water shut off. I was there for 4 days, every single day, for the morning until late afternoon, early evening, no water in the hotel. Like I'm talking, toilets weren't working, sink wasn't working. I remember I had to come back. I came back from the gym at like 10 in the morning because my event was at 12. I wanted to take a shower, couldn't take a shower, no water. If I had to use the bathroom, you can't use the bathroom in anywhere in the hotel. You have to leave the property because the water was off, but it would come back on at night.
So what happened?
So I told them, I said, hey, is there anything that you guys can do? And I don't know if you've heard this before, but they basically were like, I was checking out, they were like, oh, we'll look into it, we'll see what we can do, and we'll let you know.
Okay.
And that's a polite way of saying, when you leave here, you're never going to hear from us.
Exactly.
So a month goes by, 2 months go by, I don't hear from them. I'm like, let me give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
So finally, I call my law firm, and I'm living in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay.
So my Nevada law firm connects me with my Texas law firm.
Perfect.
My Texas law firm contacts the hotel. As soon as she gets off the phone with the front desk manager, she calls me. She says, hey, I just spoke to the manager. They're going to give you a call right now. So I'm like, great, hang up the phone. Literally, not even a minute later, I get a call from the hotel.
Wow.
Front desk manager. We heard from your attorney. All of a sudden, I was not Bhawan, which most people can't say my name anyways. I was Mr. Singh.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Singh, we heard from your attorney. And, then it was all the like, you should have given us an opportunity. Like, we were going to look into it. We wanted to make this right and all this stuff. And they're like, we spoke to your attorney and we're going to go ahead and refund the entire stay to your credit card right now.
Awesome.
And I got my money.
Awesome. The other, you won't have any chance if you wouldn't have called your lawyers.
I would basically, if I didn't call my lawyer and we're sitting here right now, I'd probably tell you, hey, if you ever go to Houston, don't stay at that hotel.
No, definitely, I understand. But that's awesome because a lot of families in Puerto Rico also have, let's say, their sons studying in the States. There are other families that own properties, in other states, and they travel, back and forth to Puerto Rico or the other state, and that's great. Internationally, does it cover or it's not covered internationally?
No, just
in
in
the States.
U.S. So the LegalShield itself is in United States and Canada.
And Canada, okay.
Yeah.
So it covers
of course,
Canada.
Puerto Rico. But the U.S. membership does not work in Canada, and the Canadian membership does not work in U.S.
Perfect, understood. And what about those real estate agents that may be here in this video today? Can they use it to as a gift for their clients, let's say?
Good question. They can, and I have some realtors that have done that. To me, if you want my honest opinion, I always believe in we want someone who sees the value enough in the service to say, I want to pay for it myself.
Okay.
Now, the real estate agent cannot pay for somebody to have LegalShield.
Okay.
They can always figure out something on their own to work it out. But no matter what, if I was your real estate agent and you're like, hey, great, I want to get LegalShield, you would have to enroll with your credit card, debit card, banking information, however you want to pay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we prepay a year?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can prepay up to a year up front.
Okay.
And yeah, it's the same thing. It's just whatever that membership you get times 12.
So that's awesome. I really think that this is a game changer for the community.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, having you can feel comfortable when you have this kind of people that backs you up when things happen.
Yeah.
And they are attorneys, prepared attorneys, certified to in each of the states. We know that the laws change whenever you are in different territories. So for me, this and the people in Puerto Rico, this can be a problem solver, for many things. And I would like you to just throw your last message to the people here in Guaynabo and Puerto Rico, about why they should at least have a look of the offer that LegalShield's proposed for them.
Absolutely. So I believe that everybody deserves access to the justice system. I've been with the company 19 years, and I've lived a portion of my life without access to the justice system, and the last 19 years I've lived my life with access to the justice system, and that gives me a sense of empowerment. It gives me a sense of just confidence. It gives me a sense of confidence. So now, whenever something happens to me, I actually have to use the service when I get back against my homeowners association, and because I have an issue with them that I want to just find out what my rights are. That's the thing. Anytime you find yourself in a situation and you're thinking, what can I do in this situation? Call your law firm. You guys here in Puerto Rico, we have Spanish-speaking attorneys, so if you only speak Spanish, you're good.
Perfect.
No problem. But it gives me that sense of empowerment. And now, when something comes up, I don't get frustrated. I don't get angry. My blood pressure doesn't go up. I actually start telling myself, I'm excited because now I have a reason to use the service. It makes me happy. I'm not looking for things to happen to me, but if a phone company overcharges me on my phone bill again, I don't get angry. I'm like, hey, no worries. That's your policy. I'm going to speak to my attorney. You'll hear from them. And just hang up the phone and call them. So if you guys want information on it, you can shoot me a text. Should I give my phone number?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, you can shoot me a text. My number is 714-458-3901. I'm on social media. It's just my first and last name, Bhavan Deep. Text me and I'll send you my social media.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So my friends, will be throwing the link, the LegalShield link in this video too. And always, if you have any questions about this service, you can contact Bhavan directly, or you can also write a message in this video. So thank you, Bhavan, for having us.
Thank you.
And for the opportunity to have this conversation about LegalShield.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for meeting up. Appreciate it.